Hi, hello, you beautiful magical people. My name is Nova Ravenswood, and you are now watching Witch to Witch, where I talk about all things witchy and demonstrations and ideas and things to make. And I mean, it's endless. I bring you mostly what I do in my own life. So, if you are new to my channel, hi, hello, welcome. Before we get started, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel and you like my content, please push that subscribe button as it helps my channel grow and it helps me as well because I do want to make this a full-time job. And I will because I am very adamant about this. I don't even know where that wording went there. But, um, and your comments, you guys, leave me comments, questions, ideas, things that you want to see done, made, whatever. Go ahead and drop them because I really would love to know what you guys want out there and what are you interested in. These are the things that my channel I really want to strive off of, is being very much so in tune to my wonderful magical people out there. So, again, I do want to be different than the rest of the wonderful magical people that do this stuff online. And I don't mean it as a bad thing. I just, as a whole, I want to literally be and do something different. I want to be something fresh and new. So having your guys' ideas or thoughts, these things really help me. And if you have not yet pushed that notification bell, please do so. So you know every time I upload a new video. Mom jokes. So I'm super really weird right now because my son is not with me for the first time in months. So I feel very, well, I'm just like throwing myself into work. So before we get started, I have started posting products for sale on my website. It's not going to be a plethora of stuff because I do want to be able to afford to get an actual .com up and going, but that will take time and money because I do need a microphone. I need a laptop. I mean, there's a million things that go into being a YouTuber. I mean, for real, props out there to you. I don't have parents to buy me shit, so here we are, buying my own as I go. But most of my money goes to my magical products and the things that I make because, one, I have customers that see me in my home. Two, I really want to get my products up off the ground and out to you. So I am posting on my Instagram, and I will make that a business Instagram as well, instead of just a Instagram where creepers can creep up on my messenger. So not cool. I mean, it's pretty obvious that it's a business platform, but I get all those robots and weirdos. So either way, that was my thought. So I have been gone for a week because my son's birthday, my grandma's birthday, he's on vacation for spring break right now. I'm sure like many other parents out there. So I do apologize for being gone, but I have literally thrown myself into making product, making sure that I obtain product that works well. Because again, I don't have millions of dollars, hundreds of dollars to spend, so I kind of have to buy small, make sure it's stuff that works well, because I do not want to send my awesome product out in crappy packaging. You feel me? So, I have been working a lot on that. I have been working on a lot of content so that I am able to do back-to-back videos, and I've had customers. So, it's been very busy. So I feel like I have accomplished a lot. But this will be a semi-long episode. Again, this is kind of my thing. So for you out there who are kind of stuck at home and not working still, then you shouldn't be fast forwarding. You should be watching all of my awesomeness. No, you do what you want. It's okay. But just click give me a thumbs up on the videos that you do like so that I do know kind of where we're heading. You feel me? So that's where I'm at on that. So today was a requested video, and I did already do something kind of similar to it as I showed you my very small glorified box of an apartment. I have lived here for almost 4 years, and I have definitely made it very mine. But it has gone through changes, including when I came out of the broom closet and started actually practicing in the open instead of behind sheets. That sounds so funny. Sorry, I had to. I do have a script behind me or behind you, but I'm kind of just, I'm rolling with it. I'm rolling with it. I feel like it's a lot more authentic that way. I do have a little bit of an outline to follow so that I do not go too far off base here. So, either way, sorry I look like crap today. Again, I've been up super early as usual working on product and information for the product and all that other stuff to go on the website, and then trying to figure out the buttons. That was really weird, but whatever. I'll figure it out as usual. But again, requested sit and chat. So that is what we doing. Today's episode, by what you guessed in the description box and by the heading, is how to make your small place more witchy and how to be more witchy. Now that there are so many people coming out of the broom closet and stepping into spirituality outside of organized religion, which thank you, you guys. I literally thank you. Most of us have had some sort of bad experience with organized religion, and that's mostly how all of us end up here. And everybody's way of expressing themselves is very different. Like my generation is more of a bohemian, witchy vibe, where the younger generation is going for that dark aesthetic. And so I kind of pull from a little bit of both. Like my clock here would be a dark aesthetic, and it is all of the moons with the full moon in the middle. I don't know who it's by. Picked it up at a thrift store. Again, if you want to express yourself through your home, you live by yourself or have people that understand you and are giving you space to express yourself, that's awesome. Take advantage of it. There are small things that you can do that aren't so witchy looking if you're scared of like your parents coming and you scaring the living shit out of them, or if you just don't give two shits, like for real, like me. So my home, as we've seen in previous episodes, is very bright, very bohemian, in the way that I like the vibrancy. I've done dark aesthetic before, and it is gloomy. It is, I don't know, it's just not so vibrant. And now that I have a kid, I need a little more uplifting vibes going on in my home, including everything that him and I have gone through. So I personally like a brighter, bohemian, witchy aesthetic. But there are ways to go both ways here with the dark and the light. I guess we'll call it that. The dark aesthetic and the light aesthetic. So, number one thing, candles. For the love of God. Yes. It's such a bad habit. Candles. For the love of goddess. Is one very simplistic way to bring witchy into your home, witchy vibes into your place. I say this because, one, I truly believe that you should have at least one pillar candle for each day of the week. Now, each day of the week has various different colors that represent their day of the week. So, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Saturday being black as the major color. And I personally like black. I generally have a black candle sitting next to my door with a banishing oil on it so that everybody, including myself, who walk in and out of my front door, rids their negativity, banishes that negativity. I like that. I've gotten into a habit of it. My candle just went out. I got to go back to Hobby Lobby. Now, Hobby Lobby, just saying, if there is one in your area or a craft store similar to Hobby Lobby, it is going to be a witch's best friend. One, they do have a lot of witchy vibe type decor. They do have a lot of like 40% off sales throughout the store on a constant basis. But their candles are their main like stick candles go from small to ridiculously large, and they range from $1.29 for the smaller ones and all the way down to like $1.99 for the gigantic ones. You go on the other side of the wall, and that's where you find the onyx candle, which I love that they named it onyx. So you have your black, blue, aqua, I mean literally every freaking color, and they're $3.99, and they've got the round ones, which I prefer to be like the ones of my day of the week or a pillar. And I'm not saying you got to get like a gigantic pillar for each day of the week. Pick a color that resonates with you and designate those ones to light every morning and extinguish every evening. You can write on it what it represents with a sharp object, your atom, whatever you want to use, a pin, or you can put oil on it for the day of the week, which I will be putting on my website. I do make oils for each day of the week because I am very 7-day a week orientated. I do very specific things for each day of the week. And so having an oil that represents that day and the properties it carries to bring that in or out, depending on the day, like Saturday, we're getting out, Sunday, we're bringing in. So, there are things like that that you can do. There are beautiful candle holders you can find at awesome thrift stores for a fraction of the price. Or if you've got extra super duper money to spend, then go buy brand new crap. But just remember, as a witch, the more we recycle, the better. Clothes, decor, whatever it is, the more you can do from the thrift stores and stuff like that, instead of adding more crap to our garbage holes. I mean, seriously. So it is a good way to keep recycling and keep that cycle going instead of letting it disintegrate and end up in the garbage and adding more garbage to the planet that we do not need. Okay? That is just my take on it. Don't kill me. Just, if you don't agree, that's okay. Including for those of you who've got credit cards, go for it if you want. Just remember, the more brand new crap you buy, the more you're stuck with it, and the more you will feel the need to hold on to it even when you grow out of it because of the price you paid. You feel me? Okay? So I'm just saying. Now, there are a million different ways you can do the candles, and so I would definitely start there. And you can even do stick candles throughout your home, or you can do skull candles if you want to go with a darker aesthetic. I mean, there are so many awesome candle companies out there that are just for witchcraft purposes. So you can use it as decor and use it for a spell later in the future. So again, recycle, repurpose. It's an awesome cycle. Took me a long time to figure out this cycle, so that's why I'm sharing it with you. So, on that note, skull and bone decor. That is a very great way to hone your witchy life into your home. Now, do not judge me for what I'm about to say. I did read this because I did kind of do a little more research on kind of what's modern-esque, and I am in the right zone, but everybody's taste is their own. And so you can get things like this. Hopefully this doesn't make anything fall. Now this is a candle holder. Pretty cool, huh? When I found him, he was $3.99 at Goodwill. So I had to have him because he's just freaking awesome. And he is by New Age, which is on Amazon. So it is something that you can find and purchase, which I'm sure you can either way. But this guy freaks people out because he is on my Hecate altar, as figured. But he does look real if you don't know he's a freaking candle holder. And yeah, I love him. He's absolutely awesome. Isn't he? Aren't you? Don't ask. And so, yeah, he was one of my very first major altar pieces that I fell in love with, because I am very particular about my altars in the sense that I make sure that each one resonates with what it's supposed to in the best way possible without copying somebody else. I do get ideas and then I kind of go from there. And Pinterest is my best friend. And follow me on Pinterest because holy bejeezy, it is, I've have thousands and thousands of different things that you can get ideas from your BOS to beginning witchcrafters to the seasoned witch to things you can print. I mean, I have everything on there. I've been building this for a couple of years now. So I never thought I'd be a Pinterest whore. I am, but that's okay. But again, don't judge me. There are actual websites with actual bones, skulls from humans that you can purchase. Now, these things are expensive, for one. Two, if you do decide to go with real bones, whether it be animal, human, or otherwise, which I don't know what that would be, but whatever, make sure that you do the standard rituals and cleansings that you are supposed to. You will have to do your own research, or I can do an episode just on necromancy. I do practice a little bit of necromancy. I do have real bones in my home. I do have real bone decor that I have made myself that is made out of flowers and bones, and I absolutely love it. But these are bones that I found on hikes with my son. Now, if you set out, if you're a hiker, now that it is spring, most trails are open right now. If you set in your manifestation that you really want to find some authentic animal bones, go on a hike. See what you find. See what Mother Nature wants you to have. We went to a pretty popular area to swim, and we went to an area that we don't usually go to, well, we've never gone to, and I did find a plethora of bones that look like they washed up from the floods because they are pretty watered, like you can tell that they had been through a lot. And then I found one that still had skin on it, and it was just half of the face of a, oh crap, what's the name of it? They look like gigantic rats. I cannot remember right now. They're really ugly and annoying, but I took his teeth and I have some of his bone left, and he is actually on my altar. But I did go through a cleansing ritual. I introduced myself, and I did a stage of things to make sure that it was okay for me to hold these objects into my home. So there are ways to go about collecting real or fake bone objects. So do your research, but it is a very witchy thing to have in your home. So moving on. Books. Now, I know I was watching an episode with my grandma one day when we were over there visiting of a decorator woman who like goes in, her and her husband redo houses, but her main decor is vintage books. Now it's so funny because I had already been collecting vintage books for a while because they're one, easy to find at thrift stores, and the older the better, first editions even better. Um, Including if they're like $1, 25 cents, whatever. I've got an encyclopedia set from 1934 and it is a first edition in really good shape. I just went to one of those library boxes. Now, I'm not sure if they're all over the US, but there's little library boxes in each town where people can put in books or take books. So I always stop at various ones to get my grandmother books. She loves to read, and sometimes I find something for myself. But mostly I use them as decor because I think it is very witchy and very antique to have old books. That and I love books. But I also have a plethora of witchcraft books, herbal books, um, essential oil books. I have books on every subject for witchcraft you can possibly imagine. So, again, decorating your home with books of knowledge is really witchy. So, books, 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 books. Okay, 4. We're on 4, and I'm already at 21 minutes. So, yeah, it's about a 35-minute video. So, bear with me. Crystals. I mean, I really hope you got that one already, but, you know, in a lot of areas, they are extremely freaking expensive. Like W2F. It's ridiculous. Like, you're supposed to be helping witches help each other out, or spiritual people help each other out. Either way, whatever. So this is my smaller wand, selenite wand, but Sky Gardens, which I always leave in my description box. I love Tiffany. She is amazing. Her shop's been up and going in Walla Walla for, I think, 9 years this year. And this cost me a whopping $2. And every place I've ever gone on the road while I was working, which was a lot, I've never found anything cheaper than like $25 for this. And she even has huge ones, like huge ones for $8. She does, of course, need to make a profit to be able to keep the business going and to be able to feed herself. But she's also helping us as spiritual people. So she doesn't mark up her prices by extensive amounts. I mean, even her beautiful rings that she has in there that are absolutely gorgeous, I'm going to get myself one for my birthday, are between 30 and $50. They're real silver. They're real gemstones like malachite or ruby or whatever. These things you don't find that cheap anywhere. And she does it out of the kindness of her heart. I have been going to her shop for a while. I've only lived in Walla Walla for 5 years, and I've been going to her shop for probably 3. She changed shops, and in the time, she was closed down for a while. But either way, she's got some gorgeous pieces. She's got amazing singing bowls for like $25. She's got everything you can think of that you need to make your home witchy or to add a witchy aesthetic. So I will leave her .com and her Insta in my description box. And again, as we're niching 25 minutes here, I am not getting paid for any marketing or advertising by anybody yet, but the people that I do are the people that I believe deserve that credibility because I do believe in their product or books. So hopefully one of them hear me and want to support me. So having crystals throughout your home is a very witchy thing to do. I've got geodes. Everybody says it different, whatever. This one is an amethyst. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I've got clear quartz in every nook and cranny of my home. At Tiffany's shop, she sells them for $1. She's got huge ones too for $1. And so I usually hammer my own to make small ones for spell bottles and stuff. So I generally grab a handful, and I am doing a product that actually comes with a clear quartz crystal in your package. So I get all of my stuff from her shop that I can, because I would prefer to touch, feel, look, smell, whatever, while I'm buying things to sell to people. So plants is number 5. Plants, plants, plants. You don't even have to be a green witch. It is just a witchy thing to do. I have a stupid amount of plants and I still keep going, even though I can't figure out how to get any screws in my ceiling, but I'm figuring it out. But I've got jade. I have snakes, snake plants, not snakes. Snake plants. I've got succulents. I have cactuses for protection. I mean, each one of the plants that you carry in your home have a specific magical property. So find plants and flowers that resonate with you that you can keep indoors. If you are lucky enough to have a box outside, then awesome sauce, grow some basil and some marjoram, whatever you want to grow out there, because the more you have of your own in your own home, the better it is when you add it to magical things that you are brewing up. So either way, I have a plethora of plants throughout my home, and they my snake plants, which are my favorite, they actually produce oxygen, like clean oxygen at nighttime. So I absolutely love those for the bedroom and my living room, so that it's constantly giving us clear, clean oxygen at night, and taking away all the crap that's already in the air. I love that. So there are other plants that do that. Again, if you go on my Pinterest, I have a whole board on just plants and magical properties and things like that. So plants, plants, plants. Number 6, which I might stop here and do a part 2 because I have 12 on my list. So I think I'm going to stop at 6, and I'll do a part 2 for you, okay? So lastly, for this episode, we are going to do antique vintage looking bottles. Now, you can either go to the dollar store, which I have a few from the dollar store, but again, thrift stores are your best friend. Like for realsies. I found one yesterday at a new thrift store that opened up in Tri-Cities for a whopping $1, and I love these ones to make for customers or friends and family that need a spell bottle and something to help them decrease, stress or grieving or whatever the case may be. Either way, I've got brown bottles, and again, you can go to your craft stores and get tops for them if they don't have tops. Mostly just corks, because you won't be able to find any screws that fit unless you're super duper lucky. But most of them don't come with a screw top. Or you can get a new bottle that you like that is vintage looking, and you can literally find videos on YouTube on how to make them look vintage, which is a super awesome process. I will probably be doing something like that when it gets warmer outside and it's not so damn windy. But yes, you want bottles all over your home, and you can come back around and repurpose them to use them for spell bottles, or you can do what I do, and I have them, a few of them kind of throughout my home that have magical things in them to bring a peaceful, happy home, abundance, prosperity, whatever the case may be. So, or you can literally make potions, elixirs, moon water. You can do everything and anything in these awesome vintage antique bottles. And again, make sure you wash them first if you're going to use them for anything that you will be drinking or using, an oil or something like that. So I'm going to stop it there, and we will go for a part 2. Thank you for joining me. Again, you guys, please follow me on my other social medias, and give me a big thumbs up if you like videos like this or any of my other videos. Drop some comments, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. I love you guys, and thank you for tuning in to Witch to Witch. Bye.